Sure, the recording started. They can proceed now.
Started. Okay, okay. Then great. Okay. Super guys. So first you introduce yourself and then start the session. Best of luck guys. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So, sir, my name is Rohit Yadav, and I am from TYCS, Computer Science. Today, me and my friend Gutti Gupta, we are going to give some information about reserve instance price model of AWS. So first, Gutti will start. After her, I am going to start.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you, Rohit. Good afternoon. Good evening, sir. My name is Guddi Sham Sundar Gupta. I am studying in TYCS, BSc Computer Science. So, sir, my PPT is visible?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay, sir. Okay. So, sir, we got that day. The pricing model is reserve instance pricing model. So, sir, this is a type of a pricing model which is provided by AWS EC2. In this pricing model, we are getting a 75% up to 75% off compared to on demand pricing model. If we are creating instances by using reserve instances pricing model, we are getting up to 75% off on it. And so in reserve instance pricing model, we have term commitment. Like when we are creating instances, we can commit for 1 year, for 3 years, like this. If we are committing like this for long period of time, we are getting a lot of discount on it. And so reserve instant pricing model providing us different options for payment. For example, first is all upfront means if we are using in reserve instance and we are creating reserve instance and we are paying all the cost at the beginning when we are creating instances, we are getting a maximum discount on it, very much discount we are getting on it. Then second one is partial upfront means when we are creating reserve instances, at that moment we are not paying all the money, we are paying the money in the part. For example, I paid some money at the starting of the month, and then rest of all I giving at end of the month, like this. So in this we are getting discount, but moderate level, not maximum. We are getting moderate level discount here. And third one is no upfront means in this we are not paying wall money at the beginning, we are not paying money at the part, we are paying money actually in month, making money in months. So in this, still here we are getting money, still we are getting discount here on compared to on demand services, but which is less compared to these three. And sir, reserve instance pricing model providing various types of flexibility for us. For example, if you are using reserve instances, so we have this flexibility that we can change the instance type. Like suppose at the time of creating the instances, I have choose Microsoft operating system. And later I want to use Linux. So I can do this. But the most important thing here is I can do the changes during the period of time that I have committed. Only that period of time I can make the changes in it. And second type of flexibility is providing is zonal means we can reserve a particular space in a particular available zone. For example, in Mumbai region, I want to reserve a particular capacity in a particular available zone, like wherever the data centers are available of Mumbai, in where I can get a space when I am using this type of pricing model. And the third one is regional. Regional means this is not giving us a particular means it is not reserving a particular space for a particular available zone. It is allowing us to run a different on different available zone. Anywhere we want to run our application, we can run it. But in that particular region, if we are selected a Mumbai region, then we can run only the application in that particular available zone, in that particular regions available zone. And sir, the best use case for, I can say, reserve instance pricing model we can use where we have a steady workloads, means if the application is working for a consistently, means for long time the application is running or service is running like databases and in backend side whatever the we are using it, which are running for long times like 24 hours, right? For there we can use this reserve model, because here we are getting many kind of discounts, right? So this kind of 14 we can use this model. And second is long term projects. We can use this model for those projects which are expected to be uh, happening for long time, year of year. In there we can use these types of pricing models. Thank you, sir. Now Rohit, you can take.
Excellent presentation, Gupta, actually like it was you can be a teacher as well, I could say.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
very like nothing, there's no need of correction, nothing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Rohit, you can continue.
Sir, my screen is visible or not?
Not at Rohit, I think. Uh,
Now, sir?
yeah, it's loading now. Yeah, it's visible now. So I can come on video, Rohit.
Yes.
Yeah, and make it as a full screen. There is a option at the bottom, plus or minus is there, na? Option right, right side bottom. Next to minus button. Next to no. Don't do plus actually.
There is a cup
There is a
cup type symbol is there, right?
Cup
next
type,
to
yes,
minus
sir.
previous.
Yeah, that one.
Click on. So this is for making full screen presentation mode.
Okay, sir. So basically reserve instance. It is a significant saving on your account. Amazon EC2 cost prepare. Like we are uh, we are buying EC2, and it is something like discount. So when we use it, we get some benefit on the cost of our billing. This it is basically a discount, and there is some significant uh, attributes which uh, which impact on our billing discount. There are basically four type of attribute which impact on the price of reserve instance. First is instance type. It is it determines what type of processor storage we use in our system. Like there is example MP4.lar, which is basically used for uh, large type of systems. Second attribute is reason. As Goody gives the example of Mumbai, so reason also make changes in the price of our purchase. Third is tendency. It is basically what type of hardware we include in our pricing, in our feature. And the last one is platform, like which operating system we use, Windows or Linux or more. So this is the information about reserve instance. So done.
Okay, what about second slide? You're there, no?
So second one.
Huh.
Sir, there are four instant attribute which
Can you
determines the price of our
go to
instance.
the second slide, no?
What, sir?
Go to the second slide.
Sir, I have gone, sir. It is not visible.
No, Rashekar, is it visible for you? Second slide.
No, it is struck actually even after clicking into the presentation mode, na. So it is not went to presentation mode also.
Might be some internet issue. No problem. But it is good, Rohit. Like whatever the parameters you just mentioned, right? So those are the parameters which mainly the price will get differ. Okay, if you switch to other region, the price will get. Yeah, it is visible now. So these are the four parameters which are the basic parameters or key parameters I can say. He already mentioned. So based on these four parameters, your pricing will get differ. If you are changing the type of the EC2 instance, price will be differ. If you're changing the region, price will be different. If you are changing the tendency, whether it's dedicative, reserve, or share your screen, Rohit. I'm explaining that one actually. Yeah. So tenancy based on the tenancy also price will get differ. Okay. And the last option is platform. Platform means operating system actually, which is talking platform. And so for different flavors of operating system, the price will get differ. So these are the four parameters which are uh, depend for the pricing of the EC2 instance. If you are changing the attributes, then price will get differ. So based on these parameters, you need to reserve the EC2 instance. Okay, like Gupta mentioned in his slide, whenever you are, I mean, fixing the particular family type or the operating system, then there is a separate billing. If you are changing convertible reserve instance, then the price is different. Okay, and there is three pricing models again: upfront, partial upfront, and no upfront again. Okay. So, but it's wonderful attempt, Rohit and Gupta. It's but yeah, definitely there is a scope of improvement. But I can say this is your first attempt. It is very wonderful. Okay, congratulations, guys. Thank you, Rohit. You can
Okay, sir.
unshare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, can I not
Addition.
unshare my screen?
Yes, yes, you can unshare your screen now. But it's a good attempt, Rohit. Okay, no worries.
Okay, sir. Next, who is gonna present? Like, who is ready for the next?
So may I start?
Yes.
Purnima, right?
Who is that?
Yes, sir.
Please come. Yeah, please
Yeah.
come on video so that we can see who is teaching, right?
Okay. Hi, Purnima. Go ahead. Share your screen and start and mention like what is your topic and all.
Who is the other person with you for the topic?
Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, Purnima. So who is with you actually for the this topic? We have assigned two people, right, for each topic.
In Thawgit, sir. I don't know
Uh,
him, sir. Actually,
okay, Tawgit, I think he
and
messaged
he is
me.
not attending this session. I check here.
Uh, I feel he messaged me. Just hold on. Tawgit only, right? There are two people has. Uh, Adarsh Tawgit, right? Adarsh Tawgit. I think, yeah, he is not attending the session. Okay, no problem. Just introduce yourself and make it a presentable mode, na? You just taught, right? How to make presentable mode.
May I start?
Yeah, yeah. Make it presentable mode so that everyone can see it.
Yes, sir. My
There is,
PPT is visible.
yeah, PPT is visible. Like he's asking to put it in a full screen. Like there is a slideshow mode will come actually. So in the below, there
Okay,
is
okay,
a
sir.
like when you decrease the size, right? There is a minus symbol. So uh, on to the left there is a symbol like cup like symbol is there. So you click on that, it will go to full presentation mode.
Okay, sir.
No,
Sir, it is
bottom.
visible.
Yes, yes, it is visible actually.
May I
Yeah,
start, sir?
yeah. It's
Con-
in presentable mode. Yeah, now go ahead, Punim.
Yes. Myself, sir, Purnima Sandas. I am in third year's computer science from SK College. Today, I am going to explain, presenting one of the type of a pricing model, that is a AWS savings plan. It is a flexible pricing model because it offers us a lots of discount, but on the commitment. What commitment is? If we use AWS services for 1 or 3 years of a terms, they will give us a discount on that particular services. So this service is useful for those people who know their monthly need, or they know they will want they will know that they want these particular services for this time. For example, one person know that his business requires this cloud services for 1 year, so they can purchase this savings plan. So it gives us a lots of discount up to 72%, same as a reserves instances. But here is a one difference from the reserve instances, that it is up to all regions. Matlab we can change the regions locations where we can, any location we can access it. But in the reserve instances, we cannot access at any location. We have to define particular location. After defining the location, we cannot change that particular location. So AWS offer us three types of savings plans. One, compute savings. Second one is the EC2 instance savings plan, and third one is the SageMaker savings plan. So compute savings plans is a more flexible because it offers all the type of AWS cloud services. For example, AWS EC2 servers means virtual servers, like AWS Lambda, flagrant containers. So these servers we can choose accordingly our need, what we require. That on that we can choose that particular services at any region, and we can switch from different services also, and we can switch from regions also. Means if we are now using that particular services in Ireland, then we can change that Ireland to London also. And second one is the EC2 instant savings plan. EC2 instant savings plan is also, it's not flexible, but offers us a more discount because it provides us only a
You are on mute, Purnima.
Now am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are audible now.
From starting, I have to explain, sir.
No. You are presenting actually in between. Suddenly it went mute actually. Go ahead.
Okay, sir, I will explain from start.
No worries.
AWS savings plans.
From where you just stopped, right? From there only you can start it.
EC2 instant savings plan, sir. Type of
Yes.
savings plans. EC2 instant savings plans is also flexible, but it is not flexible like a compute savings plans because it offers discount on one particular services of AWS pricing model. AWS cloud services that is offered by AWS services. That is a virtual service. That is a virtual service. So we decide the type of a servers by purchasing that plan, and accordingly we can get a discount. And in this, it also give us facility that we can change our regions also, and we can change from our different locations also. And third one is the SageMaker savings plans. So while we want to develop or design a machine learning models, so at that time also AWS pricing models help us, AWS cloud services help us by providing a SageMaker savings plans. So in short, AWS pricing models are very efficient by providing a savings plans for those people who know their actual needs, who know their what kind of services they will need for a particular amount of time. By committing to AWS that we will use that particular services for 1 or 3 years of a term. They will give us a discount, similar like a subscription plan. For example, you if you give if we assume that a Disney Plus Hotstar example, sir. So there are a monthly 3 months of a plan also, and 1 year plans also. So for 1 month there is a 99 rupees, and for 1 year 499. So by calculating 99 per month, so it is a large value. Accordingly, large value, I think 1,000 plus. But if you purchasing a 1 year of plan, so it will be 499 rupees, means 42 rupees per month. So it saves up to 40 to 45 rupees per month. So same, not same, but a little but same here also. AWS provide us a savings plan, and it is a little, it is a not similar to reserve instance. It is also reserve instance also provide us discount, and it also provide us discount. But reserve instance not allowed to change us our destination, our location, but it allows us to change our destination and location. That's
Wonderful,
Wow.
wonderful, Prima. It's I mean, you have prepared a very nice PPT. Don't unshare. Go be with
oh
there
sir.
actually. Actually, content wise also you have prepared very nicely. You have covered different services. Actually, we have not covered, right? SageMaker we have not covered, but you have covered SageMaker as well, and you have defined the definition. Okay, this is wonderful. Actually, this is how actually you need to slowly prepare. Actually, definitely you will be become a master one day. Okay. I can say this is a very good attempt. You have explained all the things and you have given a very good example as well. Common example, right? Hotstar as an example. Okay. Wonderful, Purnima. Very nice attempt, I can say. Yeah. You can unshare your screen now.
You can just check, like, did you understand what the savings plans and all what Purnima shared? If you have any question, you can ask Purnima. She might going to clarify you. If she not, we'll help her also. If you have any doubts, you can ask her.
Yes, yes. You can ask the question also. See, and whenever you are presenting, Purnima, Gupta, and Rakesh, who is that another guy? So you three guys
Rohit.
has presented, right? Rohit, yeah. Once you presented, right, you can ask at the end if you have any questions. So please ask. Okay, yeah, you may answer it, you may not answer it, but that is how the diplomatic actually when you are presenting something. Okay, that is one thing. Yeah, who is next? Carry on, guys. Who is the next one? Next. Rohit completed, Purnima completed, Adarsh and Tiwari, dedicated host
Yes,
and
sir.
dedicated.
I am
Yeah,
audible.
yeah, you are very much audible, Tiwari. You can share your screen and please come on video.
Oh, actually, sir, I joined with PC, so I don't have that camera.
Oh, no problem, no problem. You can share your screen and just introduce yourself and just
Okay,
explain which topic you are in.
okay, okay. Sir, my screen is visible
No, actually, you have shared it and again unshared it. Share it
now.
once again. Mm, no, I think not yet.
Now visible, sir.
Mm, no, actually.
Oh, just a minute. So it's
Yes, it is.
visible.
Yeah, it's visible now. Yeah,
Okay,
super. Make it presentable mode and just start.
okay. So it's visible now in presentation mode.
Yes, yes, it is visible now.
Okay.
Present.
Good evening, sir. My name is Ashmita Manas Tiwari. I'm from SK Tilak College, and I'm in TYCS BSc in Computer Science. Today I'm presenting dedicate host and dedicate instance. So dedicate host is a physical service that's belong entire to you or your organization. No other company and organization can access it. Uh, Dedicate host provides isolation, security, and complaints.
So first one, isolations. Isolation is you have full control over the server and no one else can use it. Security. Security is only your data and application are on the server, which make it more secure. And complaints. So complaint is it's erase rules and regulations because the server is only because the service is only exclusively yours. So I will give an example of a dedicate host. Dedicate hosts are like owning the whole house, but you control everything about it and can use it exactly how you want. And next is dedicate instance. Dedicate instance is a virtual machine that runs on dedicate host. Dedicate host. Sorry. It's also reserved just for you. Dedicated instance provide isolation, performance, and security. So isolation is just when a virtual machine. It's completely isolated from any other instance. Performance. The virtual machine has its own dedicated resources, so you get constant performance. Security. Virtual machine is not shared with anyone else, so it's more secure. Dedicate instance example is are like renting a private room in a hotel. It's your alone, but you don't control whole building, or you just control that private room you rented. So that's it. So thank you.
Yes, wonderful, Asmita. It's a very good example also, and PPT also you prepared very good actually. Well
Okay,
attempted, Purnima.
sir, as Adarsh told
With,
you, hello,
yeah. Good, good.
sir, Adarsh told you in morning. I guess he is not able to attend that lecture.
Yeah, no
Adarsh,
problem, no problem. Yeah, no problem. He also messaged me. I think he's traveling somewhere. But yeah, this is exempted actually. But the presented topic is very good actually, with a very good example also. Um, uh, Congratulating you once again. Congratulating all actually who has presented today. So it's a very wonderful attempt you guys made actually. So that's I think you guys feeling very happy right today after presenting. So that's how you make yourself very fast learning I can say instead of one way lecturing or giving the topics right. So if you are coming up whenever we are giving the task and you are coming up with happily that I will do it and you come up with the ppt everything, so we'll learn very fast actually I can say. So tomorrow in corporate also whenever presenting something or you are giving the interview, you feel more confident than what you are feeling previously, right?
yes, sir.
So that's
Yes, sir.
that's how the our agenda is. So going forward, we will make this kind of a what sessions more actually in terms of practical and in terms of what I can say uh, theory wise. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Um, Once again, thank you guys. Thanks for your time and the PPT which you have prepared. Um, Rashekar, should I share the
Yeah,
screen?
yeah, you start the screen. So am I audible, right? No disturbance is there from my side.
Yeah, no disturbance, Rashekar. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll share my screen.
Yeah. Still, whatever Gupta, Rohit, whoever done, the same topic I'm going to cover actually. Okay. Just like I'm also like maybe some information might be I can give extra. Uh, more pricing model. It is not covered is on-demand pricing model. Okay. So that I'm going to cover. So and also I'll cover again with the same reserved instance. So savings plan and dedicated instance like dedicated instance and dedicated host also. Yeah. So AWS. Yeah. My name is Rajshekhar. Okay. So I'll be presenting AWS pricing models. So we all already know that, like, what are the different types of EC2 instances AWS is offering. Okay. So AWS is giving providing the instance type like compute instances. So for database management, we are getting memory optimized, storage optimized instance types, and for gaming purpose, like, or for high end, like there are some application, which requires high end configuration, so that we can say high perform HPC cluster, we can say like that, HPC cluster. So like in our organization also, we are using the HPC cluster. So those are for like scientific purpose. There are some, they require specific CPU, specific, like some kind of GPU is also required. So for all those purpose, we are going to use the HPC cluster. Like, it is all based on your usage. Okay. So now coming to the pricing model. So like the way the AWS is offering different instance types, right? So they want to attract the customers. So for that, they are having different offers. So, and they have categorized these pricing models. So one is like on-demand instance type, instance pricing model, and second one is reserved instance, spot instance, and dedicated host and dedicated instance. Okay. So now first we'll go to the on-demand instances. So uh, like you are already able to get it based on the name. Okay, as per the naming convention, it is on demand. So on demand means whenever it is required. So on demand means it is not predictable. Okay. So like we are a group of 4 members or something like that, and we plan to do one project. Okay. So, and for that we require one EC2 instance type. So, and we don't know like how long it is required. So, and we don't know how long this EC2 instances we need to have in a AWS. Okay. So, on that period of time, so we are not going to commit with the reserved instances. It's like we don't know like whether it is going to finish in 6 months, whether it is going to finish our work in one year and all. So in that scenario, we are going with the on-demand instances. We might predict like that. So like if you are taking one for 1 year, so it may be costlier for you. Okay. So like, okay, let me, like, anyway, I am going to use the server whenever I require. So after that, I will shut down the server. So in that during that period, like during that time, so you are going with the on-demand instances. So on-demand instances means so tomorrow I want to do one project work. So that for that I required EC2 instances. So that you will log into AWS console and you will launch one EC2 instances and you will work on that. So that is what on-demand. The pricing for the on-demand instances is uh, pay for pay for usage. See how much you are going to use, so that much you are going to pay. Okay. So in that also they are having a based on the operating system, they are billing for you. Okay. So billing will happen for the uh, minute wise, like hour wise. Okay. So if you are going to use that one Windows operating system server for 30 hours. Okay. So then the price will happen for the that for 30 hours. Okay. So when AWS is billing on based on demand, so that is higher actually. So when compared to reserved instances, the pricing, like for on demand, for our price it will be different. For reserved instances it will be different actually. Okay. So on demand, I already told that, like, when we are not having any long term commitment for our project work, for our application, so that time we are going to use on demand EC2 instances. uh, so like I already mentioned, it is also only for the short term and uninterpreted workloads actually. So you are having only less work on the servers to perform. So that time you are going to use the on demand. Okay. The price also compared to other pricing models like reserved instances, dedicated host, spot instances. So compared to other pricing models, this on demand pricing is more. So if, for example, if you are paying uh, $50 per month to reserved instances, but
when you are using for the on demand, so it will be more actually. Like it will come more than $100, something like that. It will come. Okay, so that is what on demand instance. Sharath, you can go for next.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So now the reserved instances. So here reserved means, so we know our application. Like see, we predicted. See, we want our application is going to needed for 1 year. See, we are going to perform one project, and that project we is going to complete for 1 year. So, and we know the timeline. Okay, so that time, in that period, instead of going with the on-demand instances, we can go for the reserved instances. Okay, so in reserved instances, what you are going to do is you will have a plan. So the plan is, like like which instance type you need to use. Like for example, you require a T3 medium size of instance size, and in which region you want. I want in Mumbai region. So for how long period you want? 1 year. So your all the project details and everything upfront, means all the details. So then what you are going to do is, so anyway I'm going to use this system for 1 year. So then there is a AWS is providing an opportunity to have a instance for 1 year commitment, that is reserved instances. So in that pricing model we can purchase that. So already Gupta and Rohit they have told actually, um, like it is a like maximum discount we can get from the um, with this pricing model. Okay, so and also if you are paying full money in upfront when you are purchasing the instance type, if you are paying the full money at that time only, like you will get more discount. So if you are paid partial money, so compared to whatever the upfront discount you will get now, so you will get less discount compared to upfront. So then there is an option also, you can pay later also. Okay, so that time you will get very less actually. So these I mentioned, this is a long-term application. So long-term application means you will be having a database. So database means, so you will store like in a bank. So there will be user data will be there. Okay, they'll keep that, like that is keep in fact if you go 3 years, see if you visit 3 years, means after 3 years into the back also. So your whatever the information, your bank details, your account number, your username, and everything will be stored in application. Okay, so uh, that kind of application requires reserved instances. Example, I mentioned database and all. Okay, so that is you can go with a reserved instances for that. So in reserved instance also, they are giving options, convertible, like in order to make it more flexible, they are giving convertible reserved instances pricing model. Means you in the initial you have purchased one kind of instance type and in one region. So but later you are planning to switch to other region and other instance plan. So then you have option to purchase the convertible reserved instances, and also schedule reserved instance also. So schedule means like you want when it has to be turned on, like when the server needs to be um, need to be running, and when it has to be shut down. So that option is also provided by the reserved instance type. Okay, now can go to next one. Yeah, EC2 savings plan. So this is another one, like savings plan is means, uh, in simple words I can say, you are going to commit, you are going to commit to the customer. See, per hour I am going to spend $10 for 1 year. Okay, so like that you are going to commit it. So with this commitment, AWS is offering you the discount for your purchasing. Okay, so that is the only thing you need to know about this savings plan and all. Okay, so suppose like per month, like you can say that per month I am going to spend $1,000 for these instance types and these in this region and all. So how much discount you are going to provide me? So that can be negotiated. Okay, that is what the saving plan. Like you are committing you upfront only. I'm going to spend this many dollars. So that is what savings plan. So like compared to this one, right? Reserved instances, that is there is a locking will be there for the instance type and uh, region type. But in savings plan, you can use whatever you want. where you if you want high performance instance type, you can use it. If you want more CPU, more RAM, more every whatever it is there, you can have the flexibility to use anything, but your billing has to go with this much, like whether you use it or not. Okay, so you need to pay like that. Okay, so next the spot instances. Okay, so spot instance is like see when spot instances are like unused EC2 instance, like there are some capacity left over from the data center. Okay, so what they will do is they will put it in a um, what I can say uh, they are allowing them for maximum discount. Actually, they will call the bid for that actually. Okay, so they will mention that, so these many, like there are some capacity like 10 CPU and this much memory is available in one of the data center. So what they will in the AWS, they will announce this capacity for bidding. Okay, so the base price will be minimum. Okay, then the customer, like we are going to bid to that. So I'm going to spend this much, I'm going to give this much amount for this capacity, I'm going to this much amount capacity. Based on that, whoever bid more, they will get the capacity, means they will get that instance types and all. Okay, so that is what spot instances. So it is like when like there is a flight is there, right? Tomorrow there is a flight, actually there are some tickets left in the flight actually. So then at that time what they will do, they will release the ticket for at discount prices, means they will announce that like with less prices. Whoever give the more money, means whoever come first, they will get it actually. So like that the spot instances are. So here the maximum uh, discount we will get, and this kind of instances is not suitable for steady state work like your application like database and all. You cannot put in this type of instances actually. So because these are like people, like suppose tomorrow I quoted $10 for this capacity. Tomorrow the Sharath is going to he is ready to pay $20. Then they will give the notification, they will notify me. So see, this is only like this capacity is only available for next 2 hours for you. So then they will deallocate it from me and they will assign give it back to Sharath because he has quoted more for that. Okay, so that is what spot instances. It is not good for the or steady state work, uh, and not good for your critical application type. So just wanted to do some testing activity. Okay, so suppose I need to do some testing on our on my application. So like even the data loss also I'm not worry about that. So for that purpose, you are going to use the spot instances with less price. Okay, so that is what the spot instances. Okay,
Yeah,
so coming.
I can add one example here actually for instance. Example, you might see in the Amazon or Flipkart or any other shopping application where they are giving a maximum discounts on the big billion day. For what products they will give a maximum discounts? Like the products which are very old, which are outdated versions, all those things. So on those kind of a what items they will give a discounts, right? So where you can get a maximum discount. So similar fashion in AWS, whenever example they are selling EC2 instance, right? They are selling EC2 on different pricing model, on demand reserve, something like that. So after selling all the EC2 or hardwares, they might left with some hardware, right? Where people are not buying it. I mean, simply they are wasting in their environment. What they will do, instead of simply keeping in their environment, they will give to the market with a maximum discount, 90% discount, where people can't directly go and use 90% discount. Instead of that, they can do the bidding actually. Now recently it got changed from 90% discount to bidding option, where people will come, like example, a very big compute machine where you want to play a gaming game, or let's say you want to do some editing of the video, where you require a maximum CPU, RAM, graphics card, everything, right? So at that time what you can do, you can wait for some time, and whenever AWS announce that okay, there is some hardware or a instance type which is a example M 5.2x large, okay, big machine, they will offer you in the spot instance where you can buy that particular instance, which means your job is not that much critical where it should complete within time or something like that. And if something lost also, there is no issue because you are just editing it, because the original copy is with you. So something kind of a use case, bottom we have mentioned batch jobs or data analytics or image processing, kind of editing, any distributed workloads or workload with a flexible start and end time. So in those kind of a scenario, wherever the critical jobs is not that much, okay, in those kind of a scenario, you can use the spot instance. Okay. Yeah, Rashikar, next one.
Yeah. So now the EC2 dedicated host. So it is already presented by Purnima. She has given good example. So dedicated host is something like that. You're owning the complete building. So okay. So in
It is presented by Ashmita.
Asmita Tiwari. Yeah.
yeah, Ashmita. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, dedicated like it is completely owning the building. So in cloud, you know that, right? Like every it is a multi-tenancy. Like all the resources are shared across, like in one physical data center. So in a rack, so one company is using these instances, in other company is using other instance in that rack. So like dedicated instance means like you don't want to go with that multi-tenancy model. So why? Because of security and compliance issues. So there are some critical data is there. So they will think like that actually, like financial sector, banking sector. So all those they are having a critical data and all. So they don't want uh, multi-tenancy. They want to have a dedicated host actually. Okay. So that is what dedicated host. So AWS is offering this dedicated host for 1 year and 3 year reservation period of something. Okay. So so for this dedicated host, there are some for that servers you require operating system, right? So we can take our own images, whatever the OS image, something we don't want to purchase the license for the from the vendor only. Okay, so whatever we are having, so we can put those image on the servers. So that is what dedicated instance. uh, and AWS, like if you are you can, if you commit for 1 year or 3 years, so AWS is giving some amount of discount for that actually. Discount also is there, but also like pricing when compared to reserved instance and multi-tenancy like shared model, something is there na? So when compared to that, that pricing will be little bit higher actually. Okay. So like the main concept of this dedicated host is the mainly for the security and compliance and isolation part. That is what Tiwari already told that. Okay. So this is one kind of a pricing model. You have a like if it is allocated means it will be there for 3 years actually. Okay. So that kind of reservation will be there for dedicated host. Yeah. Sharath, next. See, that is like that is what like instances whatever running on the top physical in the physical data center is there. Na? So that hardware, the entire hardware is dedicated for the one company. So like in whatever your account you created, na? So in that you can share with that, but that whatever the hardware that will not be shared with the other customers. Okay, so you'll have a full control of your EC2 instances where you can put that everything will be on your control. Okay, based on that they will allocate the EC2 instances for you.
Yeah. So yeah, just for giving more insights on dedicated host and instance, we discussed in virtualization class, right? Behind the scene, there is again a hardware. On top of it, you are creating a virtual machine. So you are buying the virtual machines on the hardware actually. Backend, there is a big server will be there. So what the dedicated host and instance is telling, instead of buying that particular chunk of EC2 instance, you are buying whole server itself. At the back end, that server is there. Na? So that server itself, you are buying it. So you are keeping a whole server and you are using to your organization. Again, there is a slight difference is there, but as of now, just think of that. We are reserving whole hardware itself at the behind the scenario. So what is the purpose of reserving whole hardware? Again, it's kind of on premises, right? So that is because of the this use case. Wherever example you have thousands of 10,000s of Windows operating system licenses, okay, software licenses in an organization, they will buy a bulk of software licenses where they can use to their employees. Okay, so similar fashion, wherever you have a software already buyed or the compliance related to the other licensing, there could be other licensing also, or there could be a security issues. Okay, kind of a banking or other wherever the research kind of a fields where they don't want to expose or use the hardwares to the other people. So instead of that, they will buy whole server itself in the AWS, and they will create a multiple EC2 instance on top of that particular server, and they will use for their organization instead of sharing across a different organization. Okay, that is the purpose of using the dedicated host and dedicated instance. Yeah, there is a very good example here where they have explained all the reservation models in one particular example of hotel scenario. Okay, if you go to the hotel, any when you are going for a tour or somewhere, in a hotel there are different pricing models. Okay, first one is on demand. On demand is which means you are suddenly going to the hotel, entering the room, and you are asking in the reception that any rooms are available or not. Yeah, if they mention rooms are available, so you will go ahead and what book that particular room and use it 1 day, 2 day, or 3 day. After that you will pay the money. Okay, that's how it is on demand. So pay as you go means you are paying whenever you are using it, and that's it. Everything is done. So second is reservation. Like you are planning previously. Example, for December Christmas holiday, you are booking now itself. You are going to some place or somewhere, and you are planning and reserving this particular hotel room for a 1 week, or let's say for 15 days. Okay, you are reserving that particular hotel room. Again, there are different pricing models. Okay, one is all upfront, partial upfront, and no upfront. Example, you are booking a hotel room and you are paying partial of the amount, like example 500 rupees you are paying for that particular room, so that whenever you what go to that particular room and use it, end of the day you will get some discounts because you already booked it and you are already paid a partial of the amount. Okay, you can pay full of the amount so that you can utilize whole what maximum discounts. But yeah, there is a pros and cons when you are booking all upfront, partial upfront, and no upfront, because let's say you paid full of the amount means you can't cancel the room what plan, right? So you need to go and use it because you already paid full of the amount. You may chances of losing maximum amount also, right? So that's how the reservation is. So second is savings plan. What is a savings plan? Example, you are paying the amount instead of paying the room. Example, I will pay certain amount, okay, for the certain period where I can stay. Example, I will pay for 1,000 rupees, okay, but I can't guarantee you that I will stay in this particular room, because whenever there is a room available in the sea facing, okay, then I can shift to that particular room for a particular period of time, which means you are paying amount instead of reserving one particular room. Okay, that is how the savings plan is. So you are committing for the amount instead of paying for that particular room or particular size of the EC2 instance. Okay, and next is a spot instance. So hotel allows you people for bid for the empty rooms. Example, in a off season or a non-holiday hours, wherever let's say they have 10 or 20 rooms which are not booking at all. Okay, even Saturday, Sunday also those rooms are not booking by any people. What they will do, instead of keeping empty, they will they will offer you for the bid, where example they will attract the people. Okay, Taj Hotel is offering a free room, I mean maximum discounts like 90%. So who will not go, like at least for attempt, at least how the luxury the hotel is, for just trying purpose also people will go, right? Because they are offering 90% discount. So in those kind of scenario, they will attract the tourist, so that they will give a 90% discount. So those 20 rooms also people will using with a less amount, so that they keep on running their business without any empty of the room. So that's how the spot instance pricing model works. And the last dedicated host. So we are booking the entire room itself. I mean, entire building, hotel. Example, in a big parties like Ambani's marriage or something like that, they will not book one or two hotel because of the compliance. Compliance means security, because the guests are very big. Because no other common people should not enter the hotel because of the security. Something will happen, right? So because of that particular compliance or a security issue, they will book entire hotel itself instead of booking one or two, which means definitely it is very costlier than all of the pricing models, right? So that's how it is. And last is a capacity reservation. Again, it will come in the reservation itself. So AWS again keeps on changing their pricing model, or keep on adding new feature, or removing the old pricing model, something like that. Okay, they came up with a new capacity reservation where you can book a room for a period of a with a full price, even if you don't stay. Like example, leasing the house. Okay, example, in a metropolitan city, whenever you are buying a particular room, 1 bhk 2 bhk, right? That in that example also there are different pricing model. Example, you are staying in the rent without any agreement, which means you can stay for 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, something like that. Or let's say you are leasing the whole particular 1 bhk, which means if you are leasing means you are paying the amount at the advance, and you are leasing, I mean you are keeping 1 year reserve or 3 year reserve, where if you are stay in that particular building or not, okay, still you need to pay that particular amount. Okay, which means you are leasing that particular building. Same way, a capacity reservation, where you are reserving that particular EC2 instance, or this thing, without, if you are using it or not using it, but still you are paying the amount. Hope guys you understood. I think someone has unmuted it. Please go on. Guys, any doubts on this?
No, sir.
Okay, you
All
understood
good,
it.
sir.
So
No questions asked.
okay, but this is a very important, guys. So this and all we can't do any practical, okay, because of these pricing models and all. Definitely, once we started the practical, you will come to know. But we can't take a practical session on these particular topics. Okay, that's the reason we are covering the theory part. So next class onwards, we will cover the practical session. Okay, we have given one such example here for comparison purpose. Example, M4.x large in one of the region, US region, okay, in east. So it is a Ohio region. Okay, so for on demand means pay as you go. It is $0.10 per hour. Okay, for the on demand. Spot instance we just discussed, right? So if this particular machine is no one is using for a long period of time, what they will do, AWS come up with a spot instance pricing model, where they will offer you for a 90% discount, compared to on demand 90% discount, which means 0.0032 to 0.005 $45. So this particular price range they will offer AWS, for anyone can come and use it. Okay, spot instance. Again, they have a different versions in spot instance, spot block also. We will see in later stage. Okay. Again, reservation they have no upfront, all upfront, uh, partial upfront also there. This is a 3 year span actually. 1 year, 1 year, 3 year. So just compare the price here. For one year, no upfront, $0.062. For all upfront, so which is $0.058, which means $0.004 difference is there per hour. Okay, people might ask, okay, which is very less, but it is for per hour. Okay, so for per month, it will be a cost is very high. Again, it is in USD dollar. Okay, just to inform you guys. So again, for 36 months, which means 3 years, they have a commitment for 1 year and 3 year only. You can't go ahead and reserve for only 6 months. Okay, so you need to mandatorily use 1 year or 3 year, any of the two options. Similar fashion, they have a convertible. See, in reservation itself, they have a convertible option where you can change the size of the EC2 instance. Tomorrow, example, they want to use a different series, let's say compute series. So then you can't do it if you are reserved with this particular plan. If you are in a convertible plan, in reservation convertible plan, yes, tomorrow if you want to change the instance type, you can change it. That is a convertible, but the cost is higher compared to other pricing models. If you see here, 0.0171 dollar. Okay. So again, scheduled one again, it is cheaper. Like example, in a non-business hour, let's say in the whole morning, 9 to 6 o'clock, you want to use the EC2 instance, but at the night time you don't want to use the EC2 instance. So that is the scheduled one. So only particular time you are using it. So for that, again, the pricing model is different. Okay. Of course, the dedicated host and dedicated reserve, they have not mentioned here the price because it is very high. It is as like as on demand price. Again, it is a higher to the on demand also. Okay. So again, we have just compared the pricing slide here. I can go through it. We will share the PPT here. Just we have compared all the pricing models. Free tier. Free tier come with all the service. On demand is like no commitment, no upfront, nothing. Wherever the price is most expensive, you can go ahead and use on demand. Spot is, yeah, again, no commitment, no upfront. But yes, wherever the application is not suitable to the critical, I mean, non-critical workload, you can use the spot instance. Reserve, again, reserve and savings is committing for 1 year or 3 year, where you can use the maximum discount. What is the difference between reserve and savings plan? Reservation, you are reserving one particular room. Example, one particular EC2 instance size. Example, M series, you are reserving the EC2 instance. Whereas saving, you are not reserving one particular size of the EC2 instance. Instead of that, what you are committing the amount. Instead of the size, you are committing the amount. Example, I want 1,000 rupees every month. I will pay it, but I don't know. I can't guarantee you that which instance size I will use it. I will use different EC2 instance, but I will pay only $1,000. So if you are committing for the amount instead of the size of the EC2 instance, that's the savings plan. So it is very important to know all the differences. Okay, guys. So again, end of the session we already mentioned, right? So end of the each topic we will discuss the shared responsibility model. Who is what maintaining the AWS, and which is maintaining our part. Okay. When it comes to the AWS, all the global infrastructure we discuss, right? We discuss region, we discuss availability zones. So they have a cables across the world. Okay. Underneath of the sea, underneath of the roads, everywhere. So AWS need to take care of the global network infrastructure. It could be the security, it could be the latency. Latency means speed or other things. Everything need to be taken care by the AWS. And isolation of the physical hosts. We discuss, right? AWS, behind the scene there is a server actually, where they will create a small EC2 instance on that particular server using the virtualization. Okay. But someone can ask the question, okay, example, you are also creating EC2 instance on same hardware. I am also creating a same EC2 on the same hardware. Then security will come into the picture, right? Yeah, definitely. AWS is keeping each server isolated from one another, so that they will give the security for your EC2 instance. There is a no compromise of security, definitely. So AWS will take care of all those parts. Okay. And the last one is replacing the faulty hardware. Example, some issue may occur, right? They are giving a thousands of services to the end customer. There could be a chances of failure of the hardwares. So AWS will take care of all those faulty hardwares. They will replace it immediately. Or they have, we already discussed, high availability. High availability means at another region your server is running, so that there will be no downtime. If one server is goes down, another your hardware will be up and running. The last one is the compliance and validation. We just discussed, right? So there are two EC2 instances are running on the same hardware. Someone can ask the question of the security, right? But AWS is giving that isolation or the compliance validation. Okay. AWS will take care of those all the parameters. So what is our responsibility when it comes to the EC2 instance? It could be the security group. We discussed, right? Example, you are having an apartment or a home. or example a bank. In front of bank there will be a security guy who will only allow the rule or allow the person who is meant for that particular apartment or bank. Okay, so security person is only allow those persons or rules which are authorized. Which are not authorized, it won't allow you. So next is the operating system. So we are selecting the operating system, right? Whenever selecting EC2 instance, we are selecting Windows. Okay, you want a Linux. So that operating system, if you are selecting means, so when it comes to the patching or when it comes to the updates, so you need to take care. AWS won't take care, or the AWS will just give you the operating system. That's it. So when it comes to the update, every month we used to get the update, right? In your laptop, you might have seen it. So it is showing the updates, some patches, something, right? So similar fashion. So all things you need to take care. So when it comes to the software utility, okay, it could be the other software like my antivirus softwares or the logging softwares or other software. You need to take care. You need to install it actually to make a protection of your EC2 instance or a virtual machine. And next is a IAM role. Okay, IAM role and user. We discuss IAM. So where you need to give the permission for the each individual user of your AWS account. You need to give the least privilege access. We discussed least privilege access means so very less access instead of giving the all access. And last one is a data security on the EC2 instance. Example, you are keeping the data on that particular EC2 instance. Example, you are keeping one Excel sheet. Okay, how encrypted that particular data is. Example, you might seen is we already discussed some nowadays when you are getting the bank statement or bank email, right? So that attachment or the attachment file is not directly, you can't open it actually, it is encrypted actually. So when you need to put your password, then only that particular file will open. So the similar fashion, the data is you need to keep in a secure in your EC2 instance. So these all are our responsibility. AWS having some responsibility, we also having some responsibility. Then only the combination of the responsibility will become security. So similar fashion, whatever we are learning, whatever we're teaching here, right? So one way is we are teaching it. Other ways you also need to contribute the same learning. Okay, you also need to go home and learn the topics and come up with the new questions so that we can enhance our learning or where you can complete our goal, right? So that's how it is. Shared responsibility. Always shared responsibility is very, very important. Any questions, guys?
No question, sir.
So,
No question. At least you guys understanding, right? So what does the silence says actually? Should I think that you are understanding or not understanding?
Understanding, sir.
Understanding, sir.
understand, sir.
Okay, guys. Thanks for that confirmation. So I will share the PPTs. So next class we will create a lab environment for each everyone students. Okay, so that you start utilizing the lab session. We will guide the lab session actually how to use everything. Okay. But guys, I am very much bad about the attendance actually, which only 15 members have joined today, 15 or 20 members. So tell your all friends to join the session. If you are missing like this, if you are continuing the session also, you might not understand. If you are missing like this means definitely you won't understand. So tomorrow, if you are doing some practicals, all those things, it will be very difficult to you guys. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. We will just here itself. We will start our next topic from the next class onwards. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, and thanks for those guys who has took the initiative and presented today's session. Okay. I congratulate to all the guys who has done the presentation. Thank you all, guys.